Hey, welcome to a new video. The world is full of strange incidents, and there's also a lot of unexplained creatures captured on camera whose existence remains a big mystery. Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. In this video, we see a man from the YouTube channel Exploring with Danny, who spent the night with some friends exploring an abandoned mine. When they walked a bit, suddenly a whistling sound comes from afar. They have no idea what this is, but continue walking until they reach a wall with some kind of black substance on it. Danny even tries to taste it and says it's not oil, but something else. The group decides to go further into the mine, and suddenly they see this. Take a look.
Huh? What the hell's that? We'll get the hell out of here now!
Danny and the rest of the group are scared to death and try to run out of the mine as fast as possible. The little creature running towards them was a Tommyknocker, according to them. A Tommyknocker or knocker would be a mine spirit or a mining creature from a Celtic mythology and can be compared to a gnome or a dwarf. In the stories, they are described as taking food and tools from the miners. Do you believe that they really encountered this creature or not? In 2019, a Reddit user named jhood3119 uploaded a video of his friend, who managed to capture a strange creature on camera. This happened at his house somewhere in a wooded area in the American city, New York. The man said that his dog regularly had strange behavior at night and decided to set up a camera. What we see on the video footage is a bizarre creature with glowing eyes walking towards the forest and eventually disappearing. He sent the video footage to his friend, who posted it on Reddit, and many people in the comments discuss what this creature could have been. Some think it's just a person, while others think it's a ghost. It looks like the dog in the lower left of the picture also sees the creature running by. What do you think this could have been? Let me know in the comments. A woman named Audrey Fretchett was driving through a remote forest in the area of Gaspé Valley in Quebec. She saw a moose standing on the road and decided to film it. However, when she looked back at the video footage, she saw something scary. Behind the moose, there was a strange figure watching the animal. Many people in the comments compared the creature to Gollum, a character from the Lord of the Rings movies. Others said that it was the Rake, a creature with pale skin that usually walks on all fours. What did this woman capture on camera here? What do you think? The following video of a monster on 4 legs was supposed to be from 2007 and was filmed somewhere near a freeway in the UK. The video footage is 13 years old, and I tried to find more information about it, but I did not succeed. Now, I can see you thinking, this is just a dog or a deer. But when we zoom the video footage, you can see that this is not the case, because the monster's legs seem to be bent backwards. People in the comments discuss what it could be. Some think some sort of humanoid creature, while others say that the video footage has been edited. According to the story, there would have been several observations of the monster at the time, but unfortunately, this is the only footage that has ever come out. So what do you think is crossing the road here? Let me know in the comments. In September 2018, a video went viral in Thailand in which we see a creature hopping through a grassy field on the side of the road. A man who was driving his car in Luang Namtha, a city in Laos, came across the creature at night near a large field and quickly grabbed his phone to film it. Many people say it could be a gongoi, a type of spirit from Thai folklore with only one leg. In the video, we see that it's a small creature and appears to be wearing a white dress with black hair. According to the story, the gongoi lives in the jungle and is looking for people to suck their blood. Whether the creature in the video is actually a gongoi is not clear, but it does look creepy, and I wonder who or what was hopping around there at night. What do you think this creature could have been? In the following video, Connor and some friends went to explore a desert in an unknown place. For a long time, they didn't come across anything special, but when they arrived at a sewer, they seemed to hear a sound. They went to investigate and suddenly saw a strange creature climbing out of the sewer. The boys were horrified and ran off. Some people in the comments say that it's been staged and that it was one of their friends. But the creature looks pretty small and not really human. What kind of creature could this have been? Let me know in the comments. The following video was from 2015 and it was initially uploaded by a user called Beautiful Planet, who claims that the apples and pears disappeared from his fruit tree, and even the bird seed. One day he had enough and decided to put down a camera to see what happened to it. When he looked back at the video footage a few days later, he was shocked. We see a large monster, which according to many people in the comments should be Bigfoot or Dogman. Bigfoot is an ape-like creature that can walk upright and can reach a length of 8 feet, or 2.5 meters. Dogman would be a creature with a wolf or dog head and a human body. There are many stories and videos on the internet about these creatures, but it has never been officially proven that they actually exist. So, what would this man have captured on camera? The creature seems to have glowing eyes, and according to experts who have examined the video would not have been tampered with. Whether the video is real or not, it still gives me a frightening feeling. The following video is said to be taken more than 10 years ago, and the person filming seems to be walking around a cemetery. At one point, he moves the camera to the left and sees a strange creature that people think may be an alien or a ghost. If we slow down the video, you can see it better. The creature turns out to have a grayish color. Some people think it might have been a ghoul. A ghoul occurs in mainly Arabic folktales as an undead creature that would feed on human flesh, and can also often be seen near gravestones. Unfortunately, there's little info about this video. What do you think it was? Let me know in those comments. In December of 2019, 5 boys were spearfishing somewhere in an unknown place in the Philippines. Since they had caught fish before, they decided to film their adventure this time. While everyone is introducing themselves to the camera, suddenly in the background, a strange creature walks by. If you look closely, you can see a dark figure in the background running past towards the river. The boys didn't notice it at that moment, and when they walked to the river a few seconds later, the strange creature had also disappeared. What could this have been? Unfortunately, I couldn't find more info about the video either. However, I was able to find that there was an indigenous tribe called the Batak tribe, supposedly living in the deep forest of the Philippines. Could this figure have been a member of that tribe? Or was it some other mysterious creature? What do you think? Legends about a race of little people appear in mythology for many countries. One story tells of native little people who are sometimes associated with the Cherokee tribe. In the following video footage, a woman named Gwendolyn claims to have encountered little people. She's on vacation at a remote cabin, and when she heard some noises at night, she grabbed her flashlight. After a while, she saw 2 small figures hiding behind a rock and watching her. But when she shined her flashlight on the rock, the little figures disappeared. Some people in the comments believe that these were real mythical little people. Others said that it was probably children playing. However, this makes it creepy, because who lets their child play outside at night? The following video is from the YouTube channel Jay Fresina from 2009, in which he and some friends visited a 100-million-year-old ice cave somewhere in Hallstatt, a municipality in Austria. The cave is almost 10,000 feet, or 3,000 meters above sea level, and you can reach it by cable car. After that, they have to walk a bit and finally end up in the ice cave. The man films different ice formations, but suddenly sees a creature climbing a wall in the distance. He jokingly shouts that it's an iceman or a ghost, but soon he actually finds it's creepy and says, "What is it?" Most people in the comments say it's a frog, but according to experts, they wouldn't be able to survive in freezing temperatures, so it might be an unidentified creature. But unfortunately, it remains a great mystery to this day. Timothy Ochebu is a Spanish YouTuber who uploaded a video 7 years ago, in which he went deep into the night to explore a sewer with some friends. According to the local people from the village, they regularly hear strange noises coming from the sewer, but nobody dared to take a look. Timothy, however, dared to do so, and took his camera with him in case something happened. When they climbed through the sewer, they suddenly heard a sound coming from afar, and then this happens. Take a look. As you saw, something ran towards them. I have no idea what it could have been, and to this day, we still have no answers. The monster of Flatwoods is said to have been seen in the American town of Flatwoods on September 12, 1952. The story tells that the creature scared the hell out of 6 children, a mother, and a dog. This sighting was widely reported at the time, and there was even investigations by the US Air Force. The Flatwoods monster was said to be about 82 inches, or 2.10 meters in length, with a dark figure and glowing red eyes. The whole area was supposedly combed, but as you can guess, they couldn't find anything. There's also stories circulating about people claiming to have seen something fall from the sky that same day. Some investigators think that it could have been an owl, but the witnesses insist that they saw an eerily unexplainable creature that day. What could this have been? Was it a monster from another planet? Or could the witnesses have been mistaken for some kind of animal? Caves are places that are creepy enough for many people, especially if you're alone. A man was exploring some caves with his friend in an unknown place, when at one point he came across something terrifying. According to the man, he had visited the cave several times and couldn't find anything there. But this time he saw a dark figure with wide eyes staring at him. He rushed to his friend, who was standing further away, and when they returned, the creature was gone. What could this have been? Some people in the comments think it was possibly a large predator like a panther. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. In November of 2012, a man named Daryl was working night duty at around 3 a.m. at a gas plant near Kennedy, Texas in the United States. He stood on a raised platform and saw a strange creature and quickly took a picture of it. When he was back on the ground, he disconnected his armor and decided to take a look. But the creature disappeared without a trace. They decided to call the police, and they told them that they had already had 26 phone calls that night of UFO sightings. The photo was published in the local newspaper of the town, but otherwise it remains a mystery what Daryl had seen that night. When we analyze the picture, we see that the creature looks small, just like a goblin. Other people believe it was an extraterrestrial creature, and this also supports the story of the UFO sightings. Unfortunately, it will always remain a mystery. What do you think it was? Let me know in the comments. In this video, we see a YouTuber, BKXC, mountain biking together with a friend in a mountainous area in Tibet. In November of 2018, he encounters something he didn't expect.
Oh. Yeah, oh fuck. Looking.
As you saw, he came across a big beast known as a yak. A yak is a species that belongs to the group of bison and the water buffalo, and they only occur in Central Asia. These animals can reach a length of 3.5 meters with a weight of 1,000 kilograms. They're known to live in mountainous areas at altitudes of 5,000 meters. The man knows how to quickly put his bicycle between him and the animal so that his partner can pass. Fortunately, these animals are relatively friendly and nothing bad happened. But I think you would be shocked when you suddenly encountered such a large animal in front of you. In the following video, we see two men sitting at a bar in a nightclub called Kato in Singapore. Nothing seems to be going on at first, but after a few minutes, the stool next to them starts moving back and forth. Neither of the two men nor the bartender seem to notice this until the stool falls to the floor. Now, this event is strange enough in itself, but that's not all. The men stand up and try to figure out how the stool would have been able to fall to the ground. At this moment, a small creature or person runs past behind them. This was all recorded via security cameras in the nightclub. Even the owner of the bar has no idea what this could have been. People in the comments think this was possibly a ghost sighting. Others say that this is one of the creepiest videos of mysterious creatures they've ever seen. The following footage is certainly gonna scare the crap out of you. The video was taken at night from a security camera, and we see a human figure moving on all fours rather quickly. The figure was captured on several security cameras as it walked through the area. The place where this supposedly happened was Tamaulipas, Mexico. Some people think that this figure was Nina Pero, a woman known as the Dog Girl. Rumors circulate that the girl not only acted like a dog, but also looked like one. It's said that there have been multiple sightings of her, but no one could ever catch her. Do you believe this? Pretty freaky if you ask me. Did you ever try to make a snowman when you woke up and saw that it had snowed a lot that morning? But what if I told you that the snowman could come to life? A guy named Trevor Henderson, who was also the creator of Siren Head, also made the living snowman. Just like Siren Head, there would also be people who captured the living snowman on camera. The next story comes from a little boy who made a snowman in the evening, and when it got darker, it started to move. He quickly took a picture and ran off. But this would not have been the only time someone claimed that a snowman came to life. Here we see another picture of a creepy snowman who looks angry. Now, to be honest, I think these stories were probably invented to scare people. But it would be very creepy if you would make a snowman that suddenly comes to life, don't you think? This video is supposedly to be from the year 2008, and we see a person exploring an abandoned farm nearby with his friend. They lived nearby, and at night he sometimes heard screaming noises coming from the farm. So he decided to go with his friend Andrew to have a look.
What the heck is that? Oh, shoot, go! Shoot! Just get out of the house! Get out of the house!
They were startled, and as you saw, they had captured a strange whitish creature on camera that had made a scary sound. Some people in the comments believed that this might have been the rake. However, they went back the next day, then came across the creature again. It could be fake, of course, but what makes these events so strange is that the original videos have been removed from YouTube, and it's also unclear what happened to these people. In this video, the paranormal investigation team from the TV show Fact or Faked visits a man who claims he's visited by strange aliens at night. Fact or Faked is known to investigate different videos and claims, so in this case, they traveled to Florida. A man named David Eckhart even managed to capture a creature on camera once. So the research team stayed at his house for several nights to see if anything happened. One of those nights, the camera that was outside picked up electronic signals, and inside, the microphone and camera dropped out. The strangest thing of all was that the lawn outside was completely covered with earthworms. Now, the research team doesn't know if this had anything to do with the presence of a creature or paranormal event, but of course, it's still very strange. Do you believe this story? Let me know in the comments. The Pombero creature is known in Paraguayan mythology as a small dark figure with extremely hairy arms, feet, and body. It's thought that this allows him to silently sneak up on his target without them noticing. Locals say that the Pombero does a lot of mischief, and although he's not generally considered dangerous, he is said to sometimes trap people. If the following video footage is to be believed, here comes a Pombero walking out of the bushes, watching a group of playing children somewhere in Paraguay. A while ago, a story hit the news that archaeologists have found a new species of human in the Philippines that was only 6 feet or 1 meter tall. Could it be that another human species survived and made its way to the unexplored forest of Paraguay and eventually found a way to the village? Or what else could this creature be? The hellhound is described as a mythical supernatural being found in folktales all over the world. The monster would be super strong and fast with glowing eyes and would often hang out around cemeteries. According to different stories and observations, the hellhound really exists and is not just a myth. The TV program called Destination America had set up a team of researchers to find the creature. They ended up at Pike County, an area with a huge forest in the American state of Pennsylvania. They met an eyewitness named Drew, who told them that there are many farms that have observed the hellhound. Drew even ran into one, which came out of the barn and managed to capture it on camera.
You definitely had fear in your heart. Absolutely. Wow. Whoa. Damn.
The researchers viewed the video footage and estimated the terrifying monster to be an incredible 7 feet, or 2.1 meters tall, with a weight of 500 pounds or 225 kilograms. Fortunately, the beast did not realize that it was being filmed, because who knows what else would have happened. This video was supposed to have been recorded in Argentina in 2011, but was only unveiled in October of 2018. The family would have kept it as a secret at first, but decided to put the footage online anyway. According to the mother, her son would often talk to himself, and she thought this was normal. But one day, when she grabbed the camera to see what the little boy was doing, she suddenly saw a small creature running by. At first, she thought it was a mouse, but when she looked back at the footage, the creature appeared to have 2 legs. According to the mother, it also had a strange smell. The original video had been watched more than 14 million times, and there's a lot of discussion about whether this is an observation of some kind of goblin or that it's video editing. Five Nights at Freddy's is a video game series that was created in 2014 by Scott Cawthon. It's become incredibly popular, and if you're a fan of this, please let me know in those comments. If you're familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's, then you know that Springtrap is an animatronic rabbit and one of the scariest characters in the series. Springtrap's true identity is William Afton, and he plays an important role in the story. Now, several videos are circulating on YouTube from people who claim to have seen Springtrap in real life. In this picture, we see Springtrap standing on a remote street. The story says that whoever saw Springtrap standing there quickly took a picture and ran away. Some people think this is probably a person in a costume, while others say the photo is photoshopped. Other people think that Springtrap really exists, and that he makes the streets unsafe at night. To explore a forest at night is pretty scary, especially if you're by yourself. In the following video, a person is exploring a forest in the middle of the night when he suddenly encountered a creepy creature. He claims he heard noises and decided to investigate. It had better he had not done this, because he got the scare of his life when he had seen the strange creature hiding behind a tree. The creature was said to have pale-like skin with glittering eyes and fangs. As soon as the man shined his flashlight on the creature, it moved to the side and disappeared. Again, people thought this could be a sighting of the rake. Others said that it was a wendigo, another mythical creature. Unfortunately, to this day, it's unclear what this could have been. So I'll leave it to you to form your opinion. After all, I have no idea myself. The Montauk Monster is a creature found washed ashore on a beach in Montauk, New York in July 2008. The picture was taken by a 26-year-old woman named Jenna while relaxing on the beach with her friends. But after that, the story gets a bit strange because the authorities were called and a mysterious man is said to have removed the creature from the site, and nothing has been heard about it since. Nearby would be the Plum Island, where experiments are thought to be carried out, so people started speculating that it might be an escaped creature from a government laboratory, while others thought it might be an alien or a raccoon. A few years later, a kind of similar monster was found on the beach, with people standing around and looking at it. In my opinion, it could have been photoshopped. The other monster that was found remains a big mystery. What do you think it was? Let me know in the comments. This video was originally uploaded to the internet in 2016, and it was supposed to be somewhere in the desert in South Africa. A number of construction workers were rebuilding a hotel when they suddenly saw something passing by. One of the builders grabbed his phone and zoomed in on what he saw. If you look closely, he seems to see a bent-forward creature about 2.7 meters disappearing behind a tree. The strange thing about this story is that the original video had been removed. Local people who heard about the story and saw the footage thought it might have been a chupacabra. A chupacabra is a mythical creature that would feed on the blood of goats. It's not entirely clear what a chupacabra is. Some think it's an extraterrestrial, while others say it's a reptilian. What do you think the construction workers saw here? Let me know in the comments. A man named Rick lives somewhere deep in the woods in an anonymous place, and he claims that a strange creature lives in the woods. No one believed him, so he decided to set up a camera in hopes of capturing something. In the summer of 2017, he got lucky because the creature comes running out of the bushes and is acting very strange. The man calls his friend and tells him that he just managed to capture the creature on camera. The creature seems to walk away again, but returns moments later, in which we can see it more clearly. Notice how the creature reacts when the man raises his voice.
Oh my God, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh. This thing is looking weird.
As you can see, it seemed that the creature reacted to the man's voice and then walked back into the woods. In my opinion, this video footage is pretty credible. Rick also says that to this day, he still doesn't know what this creature could have been. The following video footage was captured fairly recently by a security camera somewhere near a house in Costa Rica. A number of dogs were playing outside when suddenly a creature appears that appears to be moving like a crab. The unclear video was uploaded by a user on Reddit, and I wonder why potato cameras still exist today. Anyway, we can see that even the dog runs off when they see the crab-like creature. So what would this have been? People's opinions in the comments vary quite a bit. Some think it's a flexible person walking on all fours, but it's also thought to be a ghoul, another mythical creature. Unfortunately, I couldn't find that much information about this video, so I'll leave it up to you about what you think it was. In the following video, we see a Russian YouTuber named Demon Operator, who one day was cycling in a remote spot near Kubyshevo Square in the Russian city of Samara. When he makes a right turn, he suddenly sees a strange creature on 4 legs coming out of the forest. He realized that he might be in danger, and he is cycling away fast. He decides to keep on filming with his phone while the creatures run after him. This goes on for a while until he gets near a public road, where there are cars driving. However, the monster gets closer and closer and spits the greenish thing at the man that covers his camera. Shortly afterwards, at the end of the video, a police car is driving by and the creature tries to escape. Let's hope they caught the camera, because I don't think that you want to come across this strange creature. This video was uploaded in April of 2009 by a YouTube user named Mike Stanton, 1985. In the description, he says that he was camping with his wife and some friends in Big Bear. Big Bear is a place with lots of forests in the area and a lake in the middle. At first, it seemed like a normal camping trip, and they decided to film most of their vacation. In the video, they're talking when one of the boys is scared to death. If you look closely, you see a strange creature jumping on top of their camper and making a strange sound.
Right here.
It could well be that the woods are inhabited by animals that have not yet been discovered. According to several people, this would have been a gremlin. What do you think it could have been? In my opinion, Mike and the group seem to have been genuinely shocked by this. Unfortunately, there's no more info available, so we can really only speculate about what exactly we just saw. In the following video, we see a strange creature that seems to crawl out of a cave in an unknown place somewhere in Indonesia. I did my best to search for as much info as I could, but unfortunately, I couldn't find that much about the video. It looks like a man was taking a walk near a forest one day when suddenly he came across a cave and saw a strange creature crawling out of it. He grabbed his camera, and as you can see, the person to his left seems to have been startled as well. He also tells us that the creature made a terrifying howl, and that this was the moment they quickly ran away from it. So I don't know if this was a real sighting of a creature or if this belongs to a movie or a documentary. But let's face it, I don't think you want to encounter such a creature in real life in any case. What would you do in such a situation? Let me know in those comments. The following creature was filmed at the pedestrian bridge in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. As we can see, it's getting evening, but a person walking by suddenly saw something moving under the bridge. He grabbed his camera, and what we see is a human-like creature that seems to be crawling upside down under the bridge. The uploader himself says that it's a strange creature, but half the people in the comments believe it's a person and that it might have been staged. However, the other half of the people in the comments believe it was a mysterious creature. It might have also been a monkey or a big bat, or who knows, it could have been the real Spider-Man. What do you think? The Ningen would be a humanoid creature living in the waters of the Arctic Ocean. The creature was first spotted by a research ship in the 1960s. Since then, the Ningen has become incredibly popular in Japan, with several people claiming to have seen the monster, mainly by crew members of ships. The monster is all white with huge limbs that, according to the story, can be up to 100 feet or 30 meters long. Another story comes from a crew member of a ship who is said to have found the creature when it was standing on an ice floe, and he quickly took a picture of it. When he wanted to get the other crew members and he came back, the monster was gone. Only 5% of our oceans have been explored, so it is quite possible that there are creatures that we don't know yet. Although there are several pictures of the Ningen on the internet, it has never been officially recognized that the creature actually exists. What do you think? Does this creature really exist or not? Let me know in the comments. The man who uploaded this video on YouTube told us that he had received this footage from an American tourist who was traveling through Eastern Europe and came across something bizarre in a secret enclosed zoo in Romania. He heard through the grapevine that there was a strange creature on display and that he was allowed to see it for a small amount of money. As you can see, he walks past a horse stable and is taken to an underground space. What he sees there is pretty scary. This video was supposedly from 2014, and from what I understand, this zoo is now officially closed. But what did this man see? Was this a humanoid creature? I have no idea if this video is fake or not. The next moment is one of the oldest videos I've found of a creature captured on camera. A group of boys were exploring the forest at night in Catalonia, Spain. The video is said to be from the year 2006, but was only uploaded to YouTube in the year 2013. At one point, they hear a strange sound, and right after that, they see something sitting in the bushes. As they get closer, a creature with glowing eyes, or some kind of hybrid-like human, turns around, scaring the boys and immediately running away. The boys who uploaded the video think it might be a fallen angel, because they say in the video that the figure would have had feathers. Other people in the comments think it might be a homeless man, but that still doesn't explain the glowing eyes. As far as I know, this video has never been debunked, so unfortunately, we'll never know what the boys saw that night. The skunk ape, also known as Florida's Bigfoot, is a humanoid creature that has been observed several times in the American state of Florida. The first time it was observed was in 1818, but since the 1960s and 1970s, it would have been seen more and more often in other states as well. Most reports will most likely be misidentifications where, for example, a bear or other animals were involved. However, the following video would have been recorded in 2013 by Josh Highcliffe in the forest of Mississippi while hunting a wild boar. He decided to rest for a while and then heard something. This is what he saw. Josh estimated the length of a humanoid ape to be about 7 feet or 2.2 meters tall. It looks like the ape was trying to look for food and tries to tear the tree apart with an enormous force. This video has been researched by many Bigfoot experts and considered authentic. At the end of the video, the humanoid ape gets up, and Josh decides to run away because he was terrified. When I saw the following video footage, I realized that this could be straight out of a horror movie, but it's not. The following Reddit user was camping with a group of friends in the middle of a forest. They were setting up a campfire while the others were watching a movie on a screen. At one point, they hear a sound coming out of the forest. One of them wasn't afraid and started to take a look, but stayed away too long. The group decided to look at her and then heard a scream. They rushed to the sound where they found a shelter made of wood. In the shelter, they saw the girl sitting who seemed to be tied up. The person was just about to put his phone away when suddenly he managed to capture a humanoid creature on camera. He dropped his phone and everyone ran away as fast as they could. But you might be wondering how this video got on the internet. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any answers to this, but maybe the group had found the phone again later. However, the creature looks pretty terrifying and believable if you ask me. I think you definitely wouldn't want to encounter this thing in the woods at night. Do you believe that mysterious creatures really exist, or do you think it's all fake? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.